All right, so Flow Jamaica recently launched a new parental leave policy, which enhances its previous maternity leave benefit and adds a provision for birth partners, adoptive and foster parents. Flow's country manager, Stephen Price, is with me now. Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Welcome
Well,
to Smile Jamaica. So fathers now can stay at home for a while.
Certainly, fathers can stay at home for a while. I mean, we really wanted to really level the playing field. The entire family's construct has changed. It has evolved. I mean, no longer you do really have stay-at-home mothers. So it has really evolved and changed over time. For us, we wanted to make sure that we created an inclusive policy that included both birth partners. It usually had a situation, I've been working at Flow for the past 9 years. I had all 3 of my children while there, and I wish I had a policy like this in place then.
You can't do it retroactive.
No, we can't do it retroactively. But what we want to make sure is that people understand that we care for our staff, we care for our employees. We want to make sure we enable their success, their progress. The fact is, many people don't understand that even in the birthing journey, for those first 3 months when a woman is on maternity leave, it's also equally difficult for the father, because, the father comes on and says, boy, you have the night shift,
Yeah.
right? And in the morning, them come to work, total wrecks,
Yeah.
Zombies, tired. The fact is, this allows for a more progressive period where you are connected and more involved in the life of each child.
Yeah.
We offer 16 weeks for mothers, and we offer 8 weeks for fathers. And you can take it, for fathers, they can take it anywhere between in the first year of the child's birth.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be at the same time.
It doesn't have to be at the same time. So if after the mother's 16 weeks,
yeah,
the father can potentially stay home for the 8 weeks with the child as well. So there is that level of attention, that level of nurturing, that level of love and connection that is done with
8 weeks
both parents.
is what, 2 months?
Yeah, man.
So the mom gets 4, and the father gets 2.
And the father gets
But
2.
interestingly, as you said, they could take it anytime.
They can take
within
it
the year.
anytime, I mean, and this is open for us for both birth partners, parents who become parents by adoption,
Yeah.
by surrogacy, so the family construct has changed. We have to recognize that, not only are we treating with birth, we're treating with situations where people adopt children, they foster children, those kind of things, So we're making sure that we create a policy that enables the progress of our employees. And, the more you can do for your employees in these kind of situations, it enables their happiness, and that happiness just transfers into success for the organization.
You have an international company. Does it happen elsewhere?
Yeah. It has been introduced right across Liberty Latin America, right across all our markets, and it has been really received with love. The employees are heartened by it. I'm not saying that they're in a rush to have all children at the same time, right?
Want to use so we can go home for 2
But
months.
it has enabled that kind of environment where...
By the way, that's your family, right?
Yeah, that's part of our family.
You're missing one.
We're missing one there. Right, but it enables that kind of connection that we want to make with our families. Delroy, that's Delroy McLean. He's our senior VP for CNW Business. He has twins. And that's even more a difficult situation. Latoy, there that you're seeing.
Latoy used to work with us, and she has twins also.
And Latoy has twins, and Latoy is one of the first beneficiaries of it because she gets a full 16 weeks rather than the 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I think for us, many organizations will look on and say, Stephen, why are you guys doing it this way? Why are you putting pressure on us, other organizations? I think it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, man.
It's just simply the right thing to do.
Having said that, as far as you know, any other company in Jamaica been doing this?
I think there are other organizations. I know I've spoken with Chris Record. I know Chris Record has done something like this with T-Tech. I think JMB does something slightly similar, but not really a fully documented policy. But I encourage other organizations to treat with this and ensure that they're putting more progressive policies for their employees. We're putting in stuff like Dress for Your Day. We're making sure that if you're not a front-facing staff member, you can dress comfortably to work. We're creating those kind of things for our employees.
Okay, so if you're not interacting with the public,
you can dress, respectfully.
Yeah, but casually.
But casually, We also, from our perspective, we support flexi time. You know, I mean, we know that our employees want to progress. We know that they want to study and all these things. You could potentially even work a 4-day week, you know, and you do all the 40 hours within 4 days.
Yeah.
You know, so you can split up a day if you have classes in days, you know, so we're creating those kind
Which
of
is what you
policies
mean
for
by
employees.
flexi time.
Yeah,
So I could
flexi
come
time.
to work, say 10 o'clock and leave 6 as opposed to 8.
Correct,
4
as long as you work that out with your manager, because obviously some departments
You need
have
to be there early. So,
exactly,
right.
you know, and have the interaction with either other departments that are there at the same time, and it makes for a lot more harmony.
You mentioned Latoy, who you said was a beneficiary. What, the male staff, you've had male staff members who've jumped on this
We
before?
haven't had any male staff in Jamaica who benefit.
Yeah.
And we have male staff in other markets in Liberty, Latin America who have benefited. You know, I mean, the average age of our organization has come down somewhat. I mean, 60 to 70% of our employees are linksters or millennials. So we know they are of age at that time when they're thinking about parenthood. So it really is the right time to put this in place, because we want our employees to grow with us.
Yeah.
We want them to stay with us. We want them to be happy. We want them to understand that this is an inclusive organization. And, you know, we trust our employees, you know.
Yeah.
Many people ask, you know, Stephen, you know, I mean, you know, Jamaican man no good, rah, rah, that, you know, then we have 10 different picnic road. The current maternity leave laws do create some sort of gates that allow us to follow and copy.
Yeah.
In that, you know, it's 3 births that the maternity leave laws support. In the same way, we'll do that for the men in our organization. So for 3 of the births that happen, while they're at the organization, we will facilitate in the same way.
Fantastic. You also have a homework center.
Yes, we do, and even right now we're running our summer camp for employees. We're doing the kind of things to ensure that employees have peace of mind. And when they have peace of mind, they're more productive.
Looks like it's a place to work.
Definitely a place to work and succeed.
But you're the boss, right? So make it retroactive and you can get...
Boy,
you can get chief voice. You can get 12 weeks.
Why 12? No, it would be 24.
You don't get 24, yeah. It's 8 weeks. You don't get 24.
But I know my organization is grateful, and I know there are some people are going to benefit shortly, because there are some persons who are just about ready to have their partners deliver. So, you know, it's going to be good.
Fantastic. Good
Thank
to
you.
see you.
Appreciate it.
Country manager from Flow, Stephen Price.